Welcome to Move the Needle. My name is Marlana Semenza, and I'm a photographer and visual strategist, and I create images that frame the way you are seen and understood by your clients and your audience. Please join me in welcoming today's guest. Mike, please give us your full name and tell us what you do.
Hi, I'm Mike Wittenstein. I'm the founder and managing partner of Story Miners, a blended management consulting and creative innovation agency based in Atlanta. We've been in business since 2002.
So what would be your one tip for us to move the needle on our business or brand?
My tip is for you to use a story as your strategy. We're in a place right now where everybody's having to adjust what they do, who they work with, how they work, because others are responding to the pandemic necessities. Your business has to as well, which means you need to rethink your strategy because people need new things from you, not the same old things. We're all in the business now, whether we like it or not, of having to create new kinds of value. And to do that, we need to introduce new capabilities into our business. We need to create new value in new ways. And you think about that, and that's like kind of hard. How do you imagine a future that's different than the one you're in? It's like a fish doesn't know it swims in water. How do you know how to do something else? Well, when you use your story as strategy, you're basically creating a pencil and paper prototype of the way things can work in the future. So you start with, what do your customers need most? And then you think about what is it that you do best? And you blend those two little Venn diagrams from each other. And all of a sudden you realize, all right, that's the sweet spot. The next thing you do is you write two stories. These are set in the future, and the given circumstances are that everything you dream up is real and possible and doesn't cost anything. Now I know that's kind of idealistic, but kind of go with me for a second. What you do is you imagine a world where everything is working great. Yes, that's idealistic, but keep going with me. And you write a story from your customer's point of view. How did they find out about you? What was most important to them as they had their first conversations or their first website visit with you? Did they click on this, that, and the other and learn something about you? What was negotiation like? How did you give them the service? Or how did they get the product? What was opening that product like? What was using that service like, and so on, all the way through the time that they're creating a referral for you. Then you do the same thing with one of your frontline employees. And if you're the frontline employee, you do yourself. When you write a story about the future that puts your customer in as the hero, there's something magic that happens. They start using their imagination to kind of figure out what you're all about, how you work, and why you might be a good fit for them. And it's from that insight that you know what to do and how to do it. So it's kind of like a backwards approach to building a strategy. You don't have to muscle it up from numbers and do lots of research. That's very helpful, especially if you're a very large company. But if you're a little scrappy and you're feeling a little brave or creative, it's a very informative way to figure out your future in a way that's relevant and rewarding.
Love that. Thank you so much for that, and thank you for being here.
A pleasure. All the best.